WA6AJ, WA6AJ, 6S.
Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra, Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, kilowatt number 6 Uniform Sierra, AA6S, Delta Mary 06. Sounding good, Aaron. And I put the thing due north, so I know that's where you'd peak. Anyway, what's happening?
Oh, not much. Just laughing at the city of Fresno renaming a bunch of streets that they named after Cesar Chavez about a year ago, and now they're changing the names back. Oh, it's just the hypocrisy of the whole thing is hilarious.
Yeah, see if I came up. I put the antenna. I think it looks like it's right at you now.
Yep, that's a lot better.
That's good. Everything that they've renamed, or all these statues they've tore down, all these stuff these Democrats have ripped out. And, I mean, or like up here at the mountains, whatever it is, waiting after the Indians, I guess, some other name or something. I mean, it's all history. I don't get it.
Well, in this case, they erased, over 100 years of history of the street names and put Cesar Chavez's name on it. So I am very happy that they're putting the old names back in.
No kidding. He's probably an illegal alien.
Yeah. Well, he's being accused of a bunch of stuff right now, so everyone's kind of freaking out. It's kind of hilarious to watch.
I understand. Yeah, I know. It's they all figured they had to put these guys' names up there to make them feel better. I guess the politicians, the ones that scare me, are the ones that want to, raise your property taxes every time they can, and come up with some new laws for driving your car, and who knows what. They said they got all kinds of new laws that came out on driving. I don't even know what they are.
Yeah, I just kind of ignore it. Because somebody illegally playing music. Nice strong signal, though.
I tried to tune into it there. It's off frequency. But on sideband, it doesn't sound too good.
Yeah. Nice and strong, though.
Coming off a satellite.
It's probably just the military.
They're just bugging us. Or messing up their radar.
Yeah, probably. Considering I know there's a lot of people in Northern California that probably run more power on this band than they're supposed to.
Well, you got a power limitation there?
If you're within so many miles of Beale Air Force Base, you're only supposed to run like 50 watts on this band unless you have approval.
Huh. Yeah. I guess that's the way it goes. Run 50 watts and put up a 30 dB gain antenna.
Yeah, it's funny, some of the guys that have, gotten permission to do moon bounce, and they basically have to write a letter to the military saying, I want to run this much power through these antennas, and I want to use it anytime the moon is up. and you basically specify my antennas will not be pointed at the horizon at any time. They'll always be above a certain, elevation in the sky, and then, usually it gets approved.
Yeah, my friend, he lives about half a mile from me here. When he was in the Air Force, that was one of their sites that they took care of up there. They run megawatts up there above the Bay Area, wherever it was there. And he said the power they were running there was absolutely scary.
Yeah, and at one point they went after a bunch of repeater owners and told them all to turn their power down up there.
I can believe it. K6USA 6S. I keep wanting to say USY. I got the Y scratched off on here so I don't screw up. Anyway, that's a neat call you ended up with there. Whoever you paid off to get it there, Aaron.
Well, yeah, the story I just keep telling people is you got to wait for people to die first.
No, you put up some money.
Yeah, well, that's I read through the history of the first vanity program, and that's why they shut it down, because everybody was greasing the palms of the FCC officials to get the calls they wanted.
And you didn't have to do that?
No, sir. I played the lottery.
Sounds good. I believe you.
Hi there.
Hi, Mike. K6US 1079 and 1100.
K6S 800.
Good evening. Whiskey 6 Pop Echo 620.
KJ6TYO 1009.
Okay, did I hear Bill in here? A6S?
The amplifier on. You should be able to hear me now.
Oh, I heard you. I just wasn't sure. I was trying to remember everybody. Here, I think I got everybody in here. Let's see. Good evening, Ron 1009. Good evening, Mike. W6 Papa Echo. And good evening, Aaron. You and Brittany. And I'm missing. I wrote somebody else down here. Who did I write down? I can't read it. Somebody in there very light. Who is that? Can anybody else hear that?
Yeah, 107. Copy, Mike. 107.
Yep, I got him. He's just not coming through here very well. I must be heavy on a null, Dane. But we'll get you. I got you in here. Okay, let's see. I'm beaming south for KB6RQU, old Bozo 61. And anybody else that's down south there. W6LAD. AA6S, W6PYP, anybody else? How about KC5D2U?
And it sounds like Rob is running late. He just sent me a text message. K6US.
Okay. Who were you talking to originally? Were you talking to Bill?
Yep. Yeah, it was just Bill and I chatting, and I think Ron was sandbagging.
Well, I got Ron written down. Seems like I've got... Oh, Mike. W6 Papa Echo up there. Good evening to you, Mike.
Good evening, Mike. Everybody's sounding pretty good up here in Oakhurst today. Nice, good signals, and looks like it's probably going to be a pretty good net tonight.
Well, let's hope so. Yeah, we should have a pretty good net. We can push in the 30 bracket if everything shows up. So that'll be good.
WA6AJ727. Sitting in the back for a little bit, listening here.
Okay, I've got 727. Not 747, but 727. That was an airplane too, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Okay, anyway, good evening to you, Mike. Two mics. We got three mics in here. Mikey here. K6MYC, Bozo 47 checking in. And WA6AJ and W6 Papa Echo. And we might even have some more. I don't know where on 971 and 982 are. They should be in here. We got 107 from Course Gold. But they'll probably get in here sooner or later. And I'm looking for KB6RQU, Lake Isabella. Where are you, Rick?
Charlie Echo Fox, 982.
Oh, there's 982, Charlie Echo Fox. Good evening, Daryl.
Good evening, Mike. I've been listening for you.
Okay.
Is Rick out there? Can you hear him? I won't be able to hear him, but you might.
I don't hear him so far. But we've got everybody ready for Rick if we can get him in here. I thought we might have him in here last night as long as the net went, he would be able to get past back home from church and get on, and I've reminded him to do that. But so far he hasn't checked in after his Wednesday night church vessels.
Well, you never know. His wife might have something to say about that.
Oh, I don't think it's like going to a bar. You can go on the radio and not be accosted by beautiful blonde women with big chests. Over.
Roger on that, yeah. I don't know. No telling. Women are funny that way. Anything that takes away from their attention. Of course, my wife's not like that. She likes the radio.
Well, good for her. Well, we're waiting for, Rob, the other one that should be in here. What was Rob doing? Do you have any idea, Aaron?
I'm assuming he was down in town today, and he's just making it back late. So I don't know if he was over at Marcus's or what. So I just know he wasn't home. So I'm keeping the list for him. I'll catch him up when he gets in. K6US.
Okay. Well, I'm sure he'll get in here.
680, Mike.
Well, hi, Mark. Goodness sakes. 680 on 432. What a wonderful thing to hear you in there, over.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, huh? Hey, I'm doing an experiment tonight. I'm up on the knoll here on my property, and I got a 14-element 440 Yagi on top of a 10-foot post sticking off the front of the truck here. It currently aimed about 270, 280. It's Armstrong method, so I'm kind of guesstimating, over.
Yeah, and anybody see his signal strength on the stream, give Mark a report.
Hey, success. Where we are, Mark. You're 5'9" in Visalia.
Oh, wow, very good. On the 5'9" in Visalia, you're also 5'9", and I'm aimed more north. Well, I'm aimed kind of due westish, so that's pretty cool. Great.
I like that westish.
We're 20 over into Mike's system.
There you go. Yeah, he's looking right at me. Westish. I like that as opposed to eastish.
I don't have I look up at the sky. I think my truck is generally facing the north, and I look. I'm going with what I got to work with, Mike. Anyhow, as folks are talking, yeah, I'll try to get out there, and if you give, usually give the degrees, I think, to where you're heading to. That would help me, and I'll see if I can pick anybody up, over.
Yeah, well, right now I'm pointed at about 150 for Lake Isabella. That's not northish, that's southish, over.
Yeah, I'll spin it around and see if I can hear anything, over. Okay.
Now, don't worry yet, he isn't checked in here.
Hold on, Tom was in there.
Tom may be hearing you. He's probably hearing you, Marco, with the right Yagi up there. You're beaming right at Tom KW6S. Give KW6S a call, Tom. I mean, Mark.
KW6S. This is Kilo 6, Mike Tango Sierra, Delta Mike 6. Any copy, over. Oh, very nice. Thank you for the Q5. I don't have much of a signal on you, but I can hear you just fine. Yeah, pretty cool. This is a good experiment to kind of proof of concept that this is going to be a good location for a tower in the future, over. It's Delta Mike 6. It's almost Delta Mike 7. It's a town called Prather, California. It's in the foothills northeast of Fresno a little bit.
Mark, he's a valley boy. He knows everything over here.
Okay, so yeah, we're right there in the Prather area. KW6S, thanks very much. Hey, back to you, Mike. K6MTS.
Okay, well, tell him that he's checked in. We'll get over that way in a minute. We're just waiting for old Bozo 61 to show up, but we may have to just skip that and go over toward Tom. So tell Tom to hang in there another couple of minutes. I'm hearing him, but I can't copy him. He's too weak off the backside, but I can hear him in there, so I knew he was coming back to you. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, Tom, Mike has got you checked in. Mike's got you checked in, but he's requesting you hang out for a little bit longer if you're okay with that. Over. I'm not sure he's still there, Mike.
I thought he came back. There's another one over there that you could probably work. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. Why don't you call Lee, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United? They're pretty close. He's in Watsonville and has a pretty good station over there. Call Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, Mark.
AF6U, Alpha Foxtrot 6 United. AF6U, this is Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra. Kilo 6 Mike Tango Sierra, trying to see if you're able to copy me, over. I got nothing, Mike.
Okay, I keep thinking I'm hearing him. Maybe not. Okay, well, we'll get there in a minute. He'll probably be, they'll probably both be there.
Well, you're loud tonight, Tom, a success.
Might as well go to Santa Cruz. We're not going to get wrecked maybe at the end of the net. Here we go to Santa Cruz.
KW6S, K6US. Yeah, good evening, Tom. The band came back up. You kind of dipped down there for a second, but good band conditions tonight. K6US, Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, all the noise is kind of white and fuzzy and not a lot of it, so that's a good thing here. I don't know if it's just getting dark here. I don't know if that's going to change much.
Hi, Tom.
Oh, who was the hi, Tom?
That was Mikey, and I'm hearing you now. I can hear you off the backside. Could you check and see if Lee is in there? Because Lee and Mark might be able to make it as well. AF6 United. Lee, are you here? Lee, looks like Lee isn't here yet tonight.
Yeah, that's very possible. I was down there today and we put up his tower, and but I really thought he'd be on tonight unless we tired him out too much.
Well, usually when you get a tower erection, you're not tired for a while, over.
Well, yeah, but that's not a VHF tower. He only had HF on that tower.
Okay. Okay.
Mike, did you hear Tony?
I did not hear Tony. Tony, good evening. AJ6 Papa Delta, go ahead and make contact with Tom over there.
All right, thank you. 1237, I'll be clear.
No, you gotta talk to Tom in Santa Cruz. That's who heard you. Go ahead, Tony. If your beam is not pointed that way, point due west. Absolutely dead nuts due west, and you'll work Santa Cruz. Over. Can you rotate, Tony?
I don't think Tom was picking him up, Mike. I heard him.
Was that you? I thought it was Tom's voice that told me. Okay.
No, I think I was hearing him, but not necessarily enough to make a contact, but I think I was hearing AJ6PD.
There you go, Tony. Listen, can you rotate, Tony?
I'm in Corsco, California, Roger.
Yeah, can you rotate?
No, I cannot.
Okay, what are you using?
I'm in 2 meter 440 up on the roof.
Oh, you're vertical. Okay, he's just vertical, so he might be getting over there, but he doesn't have to rotate. It's no matter where he points, it's the same. Tom, over.
Ooh, yeah. I need a little more than he's given me tonight here, but I can tell somebody's there, but that's about it.
Okay, well, you're being heard a little bit in Santa Cruz, Tony, so it just shows you as soon as you get a Yagi and go horizontal up there, you're going to be working all these folks. You'll probably work all the way down to Lake Isabella and probably up into Sacramento, too, over.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to have a Yagi with a rotator on it. It'd be nice, but oh, damn, the XYL is going to go for that one, though, so I got away with getting a 991A here, and that's pretty much, I think I used up all my brownie points, so I'd just be happy with what I got, and seems to be working out okay. Thanks, Mike. Enjoying the warm weather.
Aren't we all? Yeah. Well, what do you have for what's holding up the diamond antenna?
It's a 2 meter 440. It's just a small vertical. It's just it's attached to a little PVC pipe, and it's just zip tied to the bracket of the air conditioner up on the roof there. So, I don't have real much control over it. Just just getting by with what I got, Roger.
Yeah, okay. Well, I can't imagine with the air conditioning unit up there that your wife would even care whether you put up a 2-foot long Yagi. I've got a couple of them here that you could come and get, or one of them. It's a 2-foot long 5 or 6 element Yagi, rear mount, just mounted on the little PVC at the base of the vertical, and you'd be off and running. Over.
Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I just had since my stroke, I can't drive anymore, so that's kind of a issue there. But I don't know if there's a way maybe Rob can get it from you, and I can meet Rob at one of our meetings he's been showing up at lately. That would work out too. So anyway, I don't know. We'll work something out, but I really appreciate the offer there, Mike.
Okay, do you know where Frank W6BBS lives there in Corsica?
No, I don't know where he's at. I know where Daryl's at, though, but KG6C, yeah. Daryl's about the only one ham I know up here.
Okay, well, you've got Daryl, you've got Dave, A6BBG. Daryl and Frank's got the beacon on up there. You could tune right now. Write this down. Tune to when you're done here, or right now. You can just tune up to 432.274, and you'll hear Frank's beacon. It'll be knocking you off your shelf there, because it'll be loud. He's right up behind you, up the slope toward Deadwood. Over.
432. What was the rest?
274.
Roger, I got it. 432.274. Thank you.
That's a CW. It goes beep, 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 beep. And then the days W6BBS. Can you read CW?
No. I can't decipher a dit from a da. Plus, after my stroke, I lost some of my hearing, so, kind of a lot of issues I'm dealing with. So, anyway, I'm just sitting here, getting ready to call it a night, but I figured I'd pop in and say hello, and before I shut everything down.
Okay. Well, good to have you, Tony. But listen, yeah, this could be a benefit to you. How long ago did you have your stroke, and what's your prognosis for further improvement? Over.
Sorry, you cut out, Mike. I didn't get that.
Why would I cut out? I said, how long ago did you have your stroke, and what's your prognosis for further improvement? Over.
I had my stroke in 2012, and I'm pretty much paralyzed on my whole left side. I don't have no, I can't really walk, and I'm pretty much in my wheelchair most of the day, and I can't walk short distances with my cane, but I don't have any functions. I only have my right hand. I don't have any use of my left hand, so, just changing a coax turns into an all-day affair for me. Anyway, we get by with what we can, and we got good friends that, when I need some help, they'll come over and give me a hand, so I really appreciate that. And anyway, like I said, we just go day by day and enjoy my friends on the radio here, and always enjoy making contact, and still got a lot to learn, and we're getting by.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate a small Yagi to you. I'll give it to Frank, and Frank will get it up there, and either Frank or Rob or Daryl or Dave or Dane, WB6JNP, also in Corsica, there, any of those guys are capable of doing what needs to be done with a small Yagi, I'm sure, based on your setup there. We'll get the Aggie up for you. All you need is a little coax. I probably got some coax here. What's the run length? What's roughly the coax length from the base of that vertical to your shack? Over.
Hi, Roger. I appreciate that. Thank you, Mike.
How much coax do we need to get from the antenna at the base of the vertical to the back of the 991? Over.
I got the vertical, the diamond that's up on the roof. It's a good, probably 50 feet.
Okay, so we need 50 or 60 feet of coax when we get the Aggie up there, and then you'll be able to get horizontal. You might be able to come up with something horizontal for you also on 2 meters that can fit into a very delicate, tiny space. I didn't know your limitations, Tony, but there's no reason we can't help you. I have an abundance of leftover antennas here. You should see my boneyard. And we certainly got people. There's 5 or 6 hams in Coarse Gold alone that can help you. So let's not worry about it. We'll get you set up, and we got enough. 50-foot length is not a serious length, and it'll get you even modest coax or used coax will get you a good signal to that point. So we'll go for that. We'll start working on that, Tony. AJ6PD. Back to you, Tom, and we're pointed over your way, and there's probably other people waiting to say hi to you. Sorry, but I didn't know anything about Tony. He just recently checked in here. He's Bozo 1237, so you know he's pretty recent. But we were finding out that he's had a stroke in 2012 and is almost totally paralyzed except for very minor movements. So we're going to try and fix him up with some better antennas. I think he's got a pretty good location. Just a matter of getting some antennas horizontal that you can listen to. He can work all over, perhaps into the Bay Area and down all the way to Bakersfield and back up into Sacramento, probably, depending on his particular location. KW6S, and then you can open it up to any other callers for yourself there, Tom, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. Yeah, there were times there on a very slow rise and fade, very slow, that I think I could have worked HJ6PD if he was, if we could do it quickly. But it was just, it would be really a struggle, and I would probably like to be one of his first contacts with a new antenna, so we'll keep that in mind. It's KW6S.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yeah, that's wonderful. That's a vertical you're hearing, and a FT991, so it's only, I don't even think it's 50 watts. I think it's 25 watts, 25 or 50 watts on this band, so pretty good propagation. All right. I'll let you have it, Tom. You stand by. Mike is here, WA6AAJ, and maybe Rob will pop in. And you've worked a couple of others already. KW6S, and then we'll move on up. And we could also take another listen for Lee. Lee, hold your water for a second, and we'll get you in here if you're in there now. KW6S in the group, K6MYC, Bozo Net.
226 is here.
There you go.
Well, I'll take the loudest first. WA6OIP, KW6S. Good evening, Ken.
Yeah, good evening over there. Yep, 20 over 9 signal here. You're sounding good. And good evening to Tony up there. Yeah, Tony checks into our nets very often. He's a regular on the nets, the FARC nets and whatnot. So good to hear you up there, Tony. I guess you're copying me. I'm pointed out towards the west there. But anyway, KW6S, I guess you're doing all right over there. Good to hear you. WA6OIB with the group.
Yeah, WA6OIB, KW6S, yeah. Was working with Lee a little bit today, and we're talking about got a little bit of a getting back in time, but working towards bringing...
Hang on, Tony. Stand by. We've got... Ken is in here. Stand by, Tony.
Talked about that a little bit today. Looking forward to that, and we'll see who how many people he's talked to that he can actually meet in person there. WA6OIB, KW6S.
Yeah, okay, I didn't get the middle of that. There's some people talking and they covered you up. So what was that about, Lee?
Oh, we're talking about teaming up and coming down for the swap meet in May.
Oh, yeah, good. All right, that's cool. Yeah, we'd love to have you for that there. Okay, well, let me turn it back to Mike and so he can straighten things out here a little bit. I guess Tony was in there a little bit too. Tony's not copying you, I guess. K6MYC and the gang, WA6OIB. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, well, we got Mike in here yet to work. I don't think you've talked to Tom yet. Say hello to Tom at least quickly, Mike, and then we'll move on and up into the Bay Area. WA6AAJ in the group, K6MYC.
KW6S, WA6AAJ. Hello, Tom, quickly.
Good evening, Mike. Yeah, boy, you're loud tonight, too. Things seem to be going pretty well here on 432 tonight. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Yeah, you're coming in pretty good, too. Wait, hey, Ken, what's the date of the swap?
May 24th, I believe. Let me confirm that for you real quick here before we no, May 23rd. Excuse me, May 23rd. That Saturday.
Well, you can go on the 24th, Mike, but things are always cheaper.
Not always.
Anyway, go ahead, Mike. Finish up.
Anyway, that's good. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you and meeting Lee if you bring him along.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, my daughter's birthday is on the 18th, and we're going to be in Estes Park, and then we had a little side trip to do that we're trying to figure out if we can do it before or after her birthday, so it's getting a little tricky getting back in time. But we'll either get back in plenty of time or it'll be like not enough. Anyway, catch you another evening there. WA6AAJ, KW6S.
Roger. KW6S, WA6AAJ, back to Mikey.
Okay, anybody else for Tom? Let's see. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, Lee, last chance.
And don't forget Kerry.
Where's Kerry? I didn't hear Kerry in here. Kerry, good evening. KC5D2. Are you hearing Tom up there?
I'm hearing him. He's very weak. My antenna is pointed towards you north here.
Oh, okay. Very good. Well, good to have you in here, Kerry. Maybe a phone call after the net in order. There's a bunch of little loose and new pieces of information popping up, and I need some clarification on some of that. Obviously, I think Netanyahu was not in his house when they blew it into smithereens, right?
We'll talk later.
Okay. You think that was an AI that we watched today?
We'll talk later.
Okay. All righty. Very good. Okay, so I guess that's it, Tom. 7-3, and we'll have a good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night. KW6S, K6MYC, going up into the Bay Area. Okay, somebody's calling me on the phone here. I'm more toward the Bay Area, but I'll be right there. If you want to try for some of the folks, go ahead, Ken.
Oh, away from the mic here. Okay. Yeah, while you're on your phone call. Bay Area, anybody in the Bay Area? I'm finally up that way, too, to check into the Bozo Net with K6MYC. This is WA6OIB.
W6OID, W6OID, here's Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India 1090, how copy?
Yeah, boy, K6WIS. Paul, you're loud on the bounce. And there was somebody else in there, and I'm sorry I didn't pick it up because maybe I don't have the beam close enough into the Bay Area. So try the other station. Try it again.
W6OIB, W6WI. Let's stand by. The band faded there for a while, and I lost you completely. So we'll just stand by for Mike to return.
Is that you, Mike, KB6WFC?
Oh, no, this is Gary, WB6WI 1090.
Why don't you give me your call phonetically so I can get it?
Okay, it's Whiskey Bravo 6, Whiskey November India 1090.
Okay. WA6WNI. That's Gary. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. And I guess you're in San Jose or something like that. WB6WNI. Gary, we got you. And Mike will be back very shortly when he gets off the phone.
Well, very thank you.
I'll make sure he gets you logged in there. Sorry about that.
Once in a while.
And
we'll be standing by. Thanks again.
K6WIS. You're really loud on the bounce tonight.
Bye, Gary.
I'm surprised. Take it away.
Go ahead, Paul.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Good evening, Mike, K6MYC, and good evening, Ken, WA6OIB. You're both coming in clear on the bounce path here. Just checking in, just myself. Over.
Okay, and very nice signal on the bounce path, too. Go ahead, Ken, finish up with Paul there. And I got Gary. We got Gary holding. I'll say a couple of words to Gary when Paul finishes. Go ahead, Ken.
Okay, real good. Yeah, K6WYS, WA6OIB. You're up to an S7 on the bounce there. That's very, very strong for you there. So, anyway, good to hear you, and we'll probably hear you again on the direct path. So, back down to you, Gary. WB6WNI, WA6OIB.
Oh, 73. Well, we're standby for Mike. This is actually a really good contact tonight. Thank you very much. I guess we'll let Mike take over.
Hope I'm doubling.
Okay. Very good, Gary. 73. Go ahead. You had a double there, Paul. Say it again, Paul.
Yeah, I just wanted to give Ken a report, signal report. He's a 5x2 to 5x3, and Mike, you were peaking an S8, 5x8, over.
Roger. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, thank you for the report there. Like I said, you're a 5x6, 5x7 there. Not bad at all, over.
Oh, thanks for the 5.6 to 5.7. Copy that. Well, yes, I don't usually hear you on the bounce path there, Ken, so this is a phenomenal propagation, at least for us people in the hills here.
Right, yeah. Well, I don't hear you I typically don't hear you at all, but tonight you're real good. So, okay, very good. 7-3s, and good to talk to you, Paul. WA6OIE, back to Matt, Mike.
Okay, 7-3, Ken.
Very good. And good to hear you, Gary. Very nice signal. As strong as I've ever heard you on 432, so we really have a good path this evening. WB6 WNI for a final, and I'll look for others in the Bay Area. K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Yes, it is great this evening. Holy cow, you're coming in. Well, when you were peaking, it was a little over S9, and it's just, with the noise at zero, it's like you're hooked up to a speaker in the room. It's like unbelievable. Anyway, Mike, we really love it when the conditions are like this, and we'll let you move on and, I guess, talk to you again on Sunday. K6MYC with WA6OIB there. Here's WB6WNI 73.
Okay, well, we just have to remember these conditions when things are really crappy and we can't figure out what's wrong with our stations. Nothing. It's the path. It's Mother Nature. She gets her finger in the propagation pie every now and then and mixes up the wrong stuff, puts too much cinnamon in there and spices, and the band goes away. All right. Good to hear you, Gary, and have a good weekend. We'll see you. AB6SR or KWB6JNN, probably two unlikelies, but how about you, Fred? KD6SOK, you there?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. I'm here. I'm sitting there watching Tulsi Gabbard lying to the senators, and that was interesting.
She did what?
She was lying to the senators about the intelligence community and said, "Oh, you guys have no intelligence on, we make the decisions," and they were saying there was no nuclear threat at all from Iran,
And Trump said that, hey, you know, we just obliterated all their centrifuges, got everything, we got rid of everything, and she wouldn't answer the question. It was amazing. I'm sitting there watching this on TV tonight, and she won't answer any questions. Oh, so, you know, it's whatever Trump says it is.
Well, there's certain things she can't talk about, you know.
You know what? You can't lie to the Senate because you'll be in big trouble if you start lying to senators.
She doesn't lie to the Senate. I can bet you anything. There's no lies in there, Fred. You've got to understand where they're coming from here. Anyway, we'll look at that. Don't worry about that for right now. I'll check it. I didn't get a chance to see Tulsi today. All right, I got you in here, 507, and you're really loud.
Yeah, you're really strong too as well. And I saw the Israelis blew up the South Pars gas facility, and that was great, you know. And then Trump said, "Hey, don't do that, you know, because if we ever open up the Straits of Hormuz, people can't get natural gas to Europe." So, yeah, it's really going good over there. That war's just cooking along. It's getting nice and toasty, isn't it?
I'm not quite sure where you're coming from, Fred. I think you got to get your head out of your ass. Sorry.
You get your head out of your ass, asshole, because you know what? I call balls and strikes. I don't take sides. I call balls and strikes, moron.
Except you don't always get the right information. I didn't want to get into that with you on the phone the other day. No worries. Let's not do it on the net here. Anyway. I could give you another call later or tomorrow if we get a chance here. Anyway, let's see. I didn't know if Jim was in here or not. Jim's got a very poor setup for some reason on 432, and he doesn't think it can work, but I think tonight we'd hear him. So if I don't hear him, Fred, would you give Jim a call? WB6JNN. Jim, are you in here?
Hey, I want to say hi to Fred, too.
Go ahead, say hi to Fred.
86SOK, WA6OIB. What a signal. 20 over 9 here in Clovis. Oh, I guess Fred's not copying me. Oh, well. WA6OIB, back to net.
Do we have in the Bay Area? We're looking for KB6BA, W6PQL, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6KLY, AB6SR. Anybody?
W6PQL.
There's PQL. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, well, today it was pretty warm. It was 94 over here, and a little bit warmer than that in San Jose where I played golf and actually managed to shoot 89 on a difficult course. So I'm happy about that, but glad to be here where the air conditioning is running right now. Over.
Oh, it must be, huh? Yeah, ours, I just reset ours. It came on the other day at 74, and I don't need it in the, coming out at 74, and so we reset it up to 80, 81 or something. Anyway, yeah, it was about 80-something here today, probably 84, something like that. Pretty warm, but not obtrusive. Anyway, you're strong, and Ken probably wants to say hello to you. I don't know where Rob is in here this evening, but he'll be home. He isn't home yet from somewhere. Go ahead, Ken, WA6OYB in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, K6MYC, WA6OYB. Yeah, Jim, I was hoping he'd be home and get that amplifier on the air. We got it fixed for him and everything, and I told him I worked hard to get that thing fixed for you for tonight's net, so he better darn well get it on here tonight. W6PQL, WA6OIB.
I double that statement. Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, well, I'm not hearing Ken over here tonight, so that's the situation here, over.
Oh, he's not hearing you, Ken.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I've got all my power's heading his way.
How much you got, Ken? You're 120 or so?
160 watts.
160 watts and no copy over there. That's strange.
Ken, you want to borrow mine?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
Are you in here, Rob?
Yep, busy hooking the thing up. I got home a little bit ago, but Ken made it perfectly clear I don't show my face until it's hooked up.
Okay, well, he's good. He's in the process of hooking it up right now, Jim. So if you can stick around for a few minutes, we'll mark time here. We'll come back in a few minutes after we go up north and get to Nevada, and then come back and let you hear what the repaired amplifier sounds like. W6PQL with the KM6SRR and all, K6MYC.
I've got it hooked up now, Mike. It's ready to go. I'm talking on it.
Oh, he's got it hooked up now. I thought you said you weren't quite done. He's ready to go now, Jim. Go ahead.
W6PQL.
Yeah, W. Rob is ready to go. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm peaked right for Jim there. W6PQL, KM6SRR.
Give us a little more chatter. He's still got to move the antenna and peak on you, if you would, Jim. He's probably just got to tweak the antenna a little bit, but everything's hooked up and ready to go. W6PQL to take it, K6MYC.
Okay, that's fine. I'll make a little chatter here. I have trouble hearing Rob on most bands. I can hear him on 2 meters when things are quiet and conditions are pretty good. And so I'm wondering, I guess he's probably not got his tower up yet and not got the antennas at the height that he wants and so forth. That's probably what's going on there. So back over to you, KM6SRR, W6PQL.
Over, Rob.
Yeah, I'm not finding him, Mike.
Oh, he can't. I'll be darned. Okay, he's not finding you at the moment. So there must be a funny path. Fred is 20 over 9 into Ken's place, and he's not hearing Ken, and then you guys aren't hearing Ken, and strange band conditions. Everybody's super loud here.
Well, I've got a little bit more power than Ken does if he's just running 120.
It's loud in Oakley.
Good grief, you're 40 over.
Says you're 40 over 9, Jim.
Where am I 40 over
Ken
9?
was.
2 people talking at once. Try it again, Ken. Call him now.
Which Ken? SN6RO.
Oh, I think he was talking. I don't know who you're talking about. OYB. Who's 40 over OYB?
Well, Ken was. Ken got on there, and I immediately went back to him. He's stronger than you, Mike.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I'm still talking to PQL, so I didn't know who you were talking to. All right, Jim, we'll let you go. Apparently, there's no propagation from Rob to you and Ken to you. So we've got N6RO in here, and that's what was causing the everybody doubling up on us here. So 7-3, Jim, good deal on the golf game, and I'm glad that you're starting to figure out which way to point down the fairway there. W6PQL, K6MYC, 7-3. See you over the Sunday night.
Alrighty, Mike, 7-3.
7-3. Go ahead, Ken. N6RO, pick it up, K6MYC.
Yeah, sorry, I confused some people. N6RO, Bozo 835, in Charlie Mike 97 DX, and high temperature was 87, actually less than yesterday, so maybe the heat wave is passing on. Dinner was, oh geez, it wasn't that long ago. The usual Thursday night expediency, chicken Caesar salad from Costco. And with that, I'll go in and do my usual Thursday night RO Zoom, N6RO.
K6US.
Yeah, go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, real quick, put down 7-11. John was in there, and yeah, Ken, you are booming in down here. N6RO from K6US, Delta Mike 06.
Yeah, you're doing okay. I'm getting a lot of bursts from the radar up in Sacramento. But K6, UYH?
No, it's, sorry, I can't talk tonight apparently. It's Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra. I used to have a Yankee at the end, but I cut that off in December, so it's just Kilo 6 Uniform Sierra.
Oh, yeah.
Great. K6US. I should know better.
Yep, no worries. Go ahead, Mike. K6US.
Okay, Ken, you already did yours. You have anything else for Ken up there in Oakley? Go ahead, Clovis, Ken.
Yeah, okay. Hey, Ken, I'm going to send you a video showing you the difference between you and Mike. You're 50 over that last transmission. 50 dB over. I aimed the antenna. You were on the side of the antenna when you were 40 over, and I pointed the antenna at you, picked up another 10 dB. So unbelievable. It's like you've got a wire, a piece of coax between the two of us, not an antenna. So I'll send you the video. You'll get a kick out of this because this estimator is pretty accurate. I calibrated, so you really got a signal up here or down here.
Yeah, well, you're really loud, pushing well over S9, maybe 20 over on the stingy estimator here. Okay, I look forward to that. And in return, I'll send you some URLs to some bluegrass videos.
Hey, I love bluegrass music, you betcha. Okay, N6RO and the gang, WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Contact.
KM6SR.
Yeah, Mark was in there. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey, I just wanted to see if Ken N6RO was still there, if he's copying. N6RO, Ken. This is K6MTS, Kilo 6, Mike Tango Sierra, Delta Mike 6, over.
Yeah, again, your call sign, K6?
Kilo 6, MTS, Mike Tango Sierra, over.
Mike Tango Sierra, okay. Well, you're doing okay about S8 up here. And I'm running one of Mike's 21 element beams and about 1,200 watts. So you're doing fine here. Over.
Okay, Ken, I've got you about S6, about 45 miles northeast of Fresno here. Prather, I've got about a 14-element Yagi stuck on the front of my truck up here on a hill on my property. I think we're doing about 30 or 35 watts, over.
Doing a lot from that outfit, and 32 watts. Thanks for calling.
Hey, where are you located, Ken? Did you say Oakland?
Oakley out in the Delta.
Oakley, roger, okay. Hey, thanks very much for the contact. Back to net, guys.
I'm back. I had another phone call here. 2 phone calls that were both ones I had to take tonight. So let's see. The last guy was Ken. Anybody else new checking in? Was that Mario?
Hey, Mike, I'd like to speak to Ken.
Go ahead.
Good evening, Ken. N6RO, KM6SRR. You're 10 over here. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah, you're hitting S6 here, which is pretty good on this estimator.
All right, good. Just wanted to give you some feedback. Thank you, Mike.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, enjoyed your chicken salad, I'm sure, Ken. We had leftovers, little purple potatoes and some leftovers, cabbage stuff left over from St. Patrick's Day, but we didn't have any more corned beef cabbage, so I was forced to eat sausages.
Well, I didn't celebrate with typical St. Patrick's Day food. I sort of forgot about it. But anyway, I'll be back to leftovers fish tomorrow night.
Yeah, okay. We're going to have to celebrate St. Patty's Day a different way. Ireland is almost a lost cause now with the new regimes in there from the other side. Over.
Oh, yeah. Well, I really haven't been following that, but with all the bluster on the Iran business.
Yep. Ireland, I think, now has 25 or 28 courts that are not Shia. What do they call that? Where it's the other court.
Don't know.
I want to say Shiite, but that's not right. It's almost completely going to the other side, Ken?
Well, what can I say?
It may be too late to recover. I'm not sure the Irish people will wake up in time and be able to do anything about it. It's a shame.
Well, I'll have to look into that. I'm 2% Scotch and 98 English, and so I do have an interest in the islands.
Okay, almost as bad in England, by the way.
Hey, Ken.
Yeah.
I thought I had you in my database here. I need your number so I can text you.
Oh, okay. 925-783-7484.
Copy that. I'll send you a text here in just a few minutes.
Okay.
All right, let you go to your Zoom. I know we're holding you. Thank you, Ken, 7-3, and have a good weekend. Contest or not this weekend?
No, I don't think there's any majors. We're just going to get ready for the WPX in a week and a half.
All righty. 7-3, have a good weekend, and we'll see you Sunday night.
Yeah. Night.
Okay, let's see. Up the valley here, K06IQR. Are you home tonight, Mario?
K6MYC, 806IQR, 1189. Caught me mid-bite, right in the middle of dinner. But sitting here by the radio, stuffing my face with some homemade chicken cacciatore.
Okay. It must be chicken night. Thursday must be chicken night. I didn't have chicken tonight, but Ken always has Costco chicken salad. By the way, Costco chicken salad is superb. I had some the other day, and it was wonderful, so it's no wonder he's stuck on that for Thursday night dinners. Anyway, I won't keep you. Go back to dinner, Mario. At 73s, it was sure good to hear you on 432. I mean, on 1296 the other night. That was spectacular.
Yeah. Thanks for listening for me. Yeah, it's I think the only band I don't have now is 222, and we'll see what I can do for getting a transverter for that, and somehow making room for one more antenna. I think I can squeeze all 5 antennas on one mast. That'll be impressive. It'll look like a Christmas tree.
Okay. You are actually almost as loud on that band as you are on 432 here for some reason.
Well, yeah, that antenna, so that's 32 elements. It's probably got a much more gain than the small 70 centimeter I got on this one, the end mount. So that's probably helping me.
Yep. And I had to peek on you a little bit better. I got the signal up quite a bit now, so you're strong again. All righty, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your dinner, and we'll see you Sunday night. K06IQR, K6MYC, KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. How about you, John? KD6WVL, K6MYC, over. I don't hear him. Do you hear him, Mario?
Not a peep, Mike. Not a peep.
Okay, and that's odd because he has 432 there. All right, guess he isn't there tonight. Thank you. 7-3. QRZ, anybody else before I go into Sacramento? QRZ Bozo Net 432, K6MYC. Okay, nothing heard. Here we go towards Sacramento. There we go. KJ6KFB, if you're in there tonight with your smashing 50 watts or 75 watts, Darren, KJ6KFB, K6MYC.
Somebody was in there on your last call, Mike.
Pick them up, Ken. I can hear them, but I can't read them.
KG6W something.
No, WIS, I think.
Well, that's WIS talking to him, but the other guy was in there.
KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima is in Modesto.
That's who it was. Yeah, and Paul's talking to him now.
Normally I hear him. He's a whole loop and 30 watt.
I heard him okay.
I'll write him in 1179. Okay, why don't you go back to him, Ken, and tell him that we've got him checked into the net, okay?
Okay, K86 WEL, WA60IB, are you copying me? I moved over on him, and so I've lost Paul.
Oh, somebody came back to you. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, make a longer transmission, John. We're not getting a chance to track you. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, go ahead. K6MYC, over.
KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima, WA60IB. You copying now? Over. I don't copy him now.
Okay, well, you heard him. I've got him checked in. So Rob put in 1179 for John there.
Well, when we get up to Paul direct, he'll probably add him.
Back to KJ6KFB. Are you in here, Darren?
Yeah, what did you do? You were sounding strong, and now you fell in off the cliff. So, Kilo Juliet 6, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo 756, Mike 756, over.
Well, I didn't have the antenna quite on you.
Well, I don't know. You were trying to find Modesto, and you were just hammering in here. Now you just kind of fell off the cliff.
Well, there may be two peaks. I can go back that way. I'm peaked on you going to the north, and I can go the other way, but you're fine. You're good copy in here. I went back to Modesto, but I can't hear him for some reason. Were you hearing him in Modesto tonight? Over.
Hello, Darren.
Hello. You're coming in there a solid S9. You're just smashing Mike there.
Well, there you are, and somebody was whistling. Who was that? I think it was Mike earlier. Blew my ears out.
No.
No, that wasn't Mike. Somebody out in the hinterland was whistling a second ago. Anyway, Darren, you sound great here in Clovis.
So very good. I wish Mike was heard as well as you're being heard right now. Terrible. At any rate, you have a good one, and I think at least KR6MR is waiting in the wings. I'm not sure if KO6KD is in there or not. But give them a go. KJ6, KFB. Carry on, folks.
Okay, this should be better. I didn't have the antenna in the right position, Darren. It was my fault. I'm having trouble seeing the second digit, and I had it at 340 instead of 322. Go ahead.
Oh, so much better. But I'm sorry, OIB's got you beat out.
Well, that's all right. I may not still have it peaked on you, but I noticed. Went back and looked at it. So what am I doing way up here? No wonder.
Yeah, now we can hear you. Armchair copy, as we say.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'll let you go, and I'll see if Bill's in here. We did not hear Bill this morning, but we had a two-way this morning just between me and one of the other guys up in Montana, and nobody else ever broke in.
KO6KD.
Go ahead, Bill.
Oh, hey, Mike. Yeah, okay. Yeah, things are really strange tonight. I thought I could hear Ken, then he'd disappear, and I thought I could hear you, and then you'd disappear, and I thought anyway. Bizarre. hour, so I'll just keep it short. I don't know what's happening with the band, but KO6KD776 checking in. Hello to everybody. And this morning, I did listen in for a while, and you guys were, it seemed like you and Mark were having quite a discussion over whether or not he should crank his tower up and attach a 40-meter dipole to it. And I don't understand what the problem is with that equation. Naturally, he'd want to put it up as high as he could get it, and I don't understand. I kept dozing as well. I'm not able to stay awake anymore, and I don't know what the issue is, but I just cannot understand why he does not want. I just couldn't understand what was going on. You're pushing the rate, if nothing else, raise the tower and put the damn dipole up there. But he says, I don't know what is it. I never came away with an understanding why he was resisting to do that. Over.
Well, as you could probably tell from my voice, I was starting to get frustrated with him. I mean, I've got 9 towers here, and the one thing you always want to do is make sure the tower goes up and down before you start loading it up with a whole bunch of stuff and then find out it doesn't go up, and then you've wasted your time and you're trying to figure out why it doesn't go up or whatever. He's got a motor that supposedly doesn't run, but he hasn't really tested it. And you heard the routine. I'm not going to go through it, but I just said, look, just crank the tower up. Whether you put the dipole in or not, just make sure the tower goes up and down. It doesn't have any binds. It was shipped in, or he brought it in, and could have a bent rung or something. You want to get it up and down and make sure it's clean, and you can even calibrate the rotor while you have it up and down. And he's lost. He gets himself all wound up in 60 projects ahead of that. And it's not I'm just trying to keep it simple for him. One thing at a time. Get one thing working at a time before you go anywhere. Oh, we got to do it all at once. I don't want to crank the tower up 100 times. No, you don't have to crank it up and down 100 times. Good Lord. Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, I'm frustrated.
So it's the motor. The motor doesn't work.
Oh, but you know, the motors are. I've got one that's been out in the weather for 50 years, and it still runs every time I turn it on. Some of those motors have the centrifugal start capacitor thing in them, and you can hear it click when it starts up and runs, and it comes up to a certain speed, and it disconnects the start capacitor, and you're on run mode. And if those contacts are dirty or corroded or whatever, then it's not going to work. It's been sitting in the weather for God knows how long out there, and not being used. It's got a plug on it. All you have to do is carry it in the house and plug it in.
Seems pretty simple. I don't know. Well, I guess that's what happens when you get out of the state, you know, of California, where everything moves fast and everybody's moving and doing things. You get out there into the plain states and further east here, and everything slows down.
Anyway, good to hear you. I figured if you wanted to get in there, you would have. And I knew Phil wasn't going to be there, and none of the other guys had checked in earlier. We didn't hear from anybody. So I figured if you were there or anybody else, I would have easily heard you. And you would have heard Mark as well. The band was not all that strong, and I had terrible noise. My noise level was S9 plus 10. So it was awful. I would have heard you, but it was awful. Anyway, good evening. Let's see if Ken wants to say hello to you there. Ken, WA60IB, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Bill. Hi up there. KO6KD, WA60IB. Yeah, you had a real good signal to start with, and you faded out near the end, but maybe you're back up again. Over?
Well, I don't know. It's just something with the band tonight, Ken. Something with the band. You were really good. Now you've also dropped down. So, all right. Well, I'll say 73s, guys. 73. And thanks for saying hello. You take care. You and Gwen have a great weekend, and hopefully we'll talk to you on Sunday or the next time around. WA60IB with K6MYC in the group, KO6KD 73 Mike, and I didn't say anything this morning because it would have been 2 guys against 1, and that would have just alienated Mark. I just said I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, well, that probably wouldn't wouldn't have helped. He gets long-winded on stuff, but we just want a simple answer. How does it tilt over? Is there two bolts at the base? And he'll go off on a 5-minute diatribe on the whole tilt mechanism and how he's going to change it and make it work and all on and on. So it took about 5 times longer to get simple things across than normal. You heard it. I don't have to repeat it. Good morning, good evening to you, Bill. We'll see you in the morning. Hopefully things will be back to normal. Phil should be there and so on and so forth. Hopefully Bob will be back and we'll get the thing going. Lots of stuff to talk about, but we didn't get into that this morning. 7-3. KO6KD, and let's see, up to you, John, if you're copying. I'll go a little bit more like this. That should bring you up. KR6MR, K6MYC.
K6MYC group, K6MYC, KR6MR, Bozo 759, Bozo 759. See if you can. Very, very poor signal. You are fading out. Over.
You're very thin, very watery, very thin. It must be an altitude difference here, but we've got your 759. Let's see how Ken is doing with you. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, good evening. You're about an S3 to 4. Not real loud, but plenty copyable. 100%. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. You're pretty weak also, but easier to copy than Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, that's because I'm talking loud. Maybe that's what it is. Okay, well, great to hear you anyway. Good signal anyway for typical, 432 here. 7-3s, have a good evening and a great weekend. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Okay, John, did you copy Ken?
No, he figured out completely, and now you're coming in a whole lot better, Mike.
Okay. Really weird conditions tonight. It was super strong everywhere but toward you guys, so it's flaky tonight.
There was a contact in there.
There was a contact. Go ahead.
Ken, do you have 1296 plugged in at the moment?
Negative, I don't.
Okay. Well, maybe, Mike, if you get a moment after net, try on this one and see if you can put the 1296 first in.
Who is this talking? Oh, I got to go to the barn, but I'm happy to do it. I can go to the barn, but you stick around to the end of the net, and I'll call you here, okay?
QSL. I just made an adjustment to the antenna. Let's see if this helps.
Okay, yeah, that would be good. Okay. Well, I'll call you here at the end, and Rob and Ken can remind me that I've promised to get on 1296. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing here.
Very good. I'll catch you when you're done.
All right, see you in a bit. I'm pointed way up toward John, so that's why conditions are poor for you. Let me see if Redding is in there. Redding, KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Redding, Charlie November 80. That's here's some CW if you're copying anything up there. Reg, KD6 Sugar Whiskey. Redding, K6MYC. Over. Any CW, Ken?
Negative, not yet.
Okay, let's see how he's going to call in. I've only heard a couple of words from him ever on sideband, but we have contacted, so it's possible. All right, anybody else before I go to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net, Sacramento Valley area.
145. There is.
There's 145, we got you. What do you know? Good evening, KD6SW on sideband, for heaven's sakes. K6MYC with WA60IB. Go ahead, Rich.
We started quiet here tonight, Mike, to see if we can get through today.
Okay. Are you copying him, Ken?
No, I'm up at Reno. They 249 just checked in on CW.
Okay, well, we also have Redding in here, so you might want to come back and give Redding a quick call. Go to 333 or so. Okay, stand by, Rich, stand by, and I'll have WA60IB also call you. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Charlie November 80. Boy, that's a rare contact here, K6MYC. Stand by, Rich. That's Kilo Delta 6 Sugar Whiskey, Scotch Whiskey. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I've worked him before. KD6SW, KD6SW, WA60IB, over.
Any copy, Rich, KD6SW with WA60IB, K6MYC, over. We must have caught a peak. It was a dandy. I don't think you've worked him on this bend, Ken. He's never made it any better than what he just did. You've worked him on 2 meters.
I'd have to look back in the log, but I thought I talked to him on here. Probably not very well, but anyway, WA60IB. I'm back up at Nevada.
Okay, let's go back to Nevada. 73, Rich. 73. Thanks for the contact. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, Charlie November 80, K6MYC, Delta Mike 07. 73. Okay. KD6BQ, K6MYC. How you doing, Richard? Yeah, good copy, even good enough for sidebend. KD6 Sugar Whiskey, KD6BQ, K6MYC. Try sideband and shoot it back to Ken, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 239, and Delta Mike 09, over.
Roger, 5 and 1, 5 and 2. Go ahead, Ken.
KD6BQ, WA60IB, about a 5 and 2 here, over.
Yeah, good evening, Ken. Copying you as well, not as strong as Mike, but Delta Mike 09. Good to hear you both on, and I guess 432 is good tonight.
Yeah, well, you're coming up a little bit. You actually got the 5 and 3 that time. So we're on an upswing, over.
Now, that's all with 8 watts, about 8 watts coming out.
Did you hear that, 8 watts?
Yeah, I heard the 8 watts. How about that? Great to hear you. WA60IB. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, that's a good contact, Richard. Great to hear you. Let me see if Daniel's in here. I know Eric's on a trip, so we won't even bother to call Eric, and I don't think I work him on 432 very often. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Over. I blew on the mic instead of whistle for you, Rob. KE7UQL, 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 K6MYC. Over. Richard, he's usually in here like clockwork, so are you hearing anything from him, over?
Negative, nothing from Daniel right now, over.
Okay, well, maybe he's not here tonight. That's a rarity. Must have fallen asleep. Sometimes he falls asleep on the floor and he doesn't wake up till the net's over. Okay, well, listen, take care. Have a good weekend, and a pleasure to work you here with your smashing 8 watts. If you had 80, I'd have to back up from the mic here, back up from the speaker, over.
Anyway, we'll be in Utah, so we might get you on 40, but other than that, we'll be out for the week, over.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe we'll catch you on 40. We were skimpy in there this morning, but we were there. but I think the band is settling down and should be okay. So we should be able to hear you and be happy to have you pop in. Good evening, Richard. KD6SW and the group K6MYC will be clear. Bye-bye.
73's up there, WA60IB. Dit.
Here you go.
KM6SR.
You want to try it, Rob? Go ahead.
I don't know if you can hear me. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Call him again, Rob. He must have switched back and forth between phone and CW. Go ahead and call him again, Rob.
KD6BQ, KD6BQ. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, Delta Mike 07, over.
He must have pulled the cork already.
He gave a bunch of R's just now.
Did he? Okay. Must be in a fade, Rob.
Yeah, he's been up and down for me. Thanks.
Yeah, well, that's good. You heard his 8 watts anyway.
Well, and he heard Rob. He gave him a bunch of R's.
Yeah, well, he heard him earlier, too, or he wouldn't have even tried here. So I'm sorry I didn't get it over to you, Rob, but I just didn't think it was possible. But that's pretty amazing. Good. Okay, well, I'm going to go back to the Bay Area for late checks and missed. I don't think we'll get anybody, but we'll see what happens there. 73, Richard. Roger. In the Bay Area. Let me try for KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. KD6 WFC, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. How about you, Mike? Are you in here? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Over, Mike. I thought I heard something in there. Try it again, Mike. Call again. KD6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Over. I'm going to put him in there. I heard a couple of words, and that wouldn't be anybody but him. When the signals are low like that, I can't get voice characteristics, but I'm sure that he's in there. Too bad Jim isn't there to confirm, but let's put down 775, okay?
Roger.
Okay, I'll go back down further into the Bay Area here. Right about here. Anybody in the Bay Area, QRZ Bay Area, late checks or missed? K6MYC, Bozo Net. Over. No, that's it. Let me go back down and see if Rick is going to be in there. I'm going down for KB6RQU Lake Isabella, 155. Okay, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. We need all Bozo 61 in here. Bozo 61, where are you? KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot, no, KD6B. KB6, right, Oh, for God's sake, I forgot his call.
RQU.
RQU, yeah, KB6RQU, K6MYC, over, right. Well, he's just either forgot or broke, one or the other. All right. Guess that's it, Rob. What do you got for a count there?
29.
Oh, we couldn't break 30 again, huh?
Well, you can always pull your secret tricks out of the club deals.
That's okay. That's more important to get a big count on 1296, I think. I'll put 29 down and see what Judy comes up with here.
Sounds good.
She was kind of trying to count your 51 last night. Remember, I wrote 51 down on the 2-meter net, and she was trying to count that. So we had 53 originally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think there was one person I missed, so it was good she sent me the picture. Ken, am I transmitting okay here on the 432? I didn't have a chance to really tweak it up to drive the right proper level.
Well, what's the LED saying?
Well, it seems to glow 1,000 watts on it. I'm getting about 1 bar on the reflected.
Yeah, well, you're putting out what kind of power are you running into it?
I'm running 45% of the 9700, which I think is about 33 watts.
That should be close.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, no, you're running about as much power as you should. I mean, I wouldn't push it anymore. You don't need it.
You're 800 to a kilowatt.
Yeah, no, I don't need to push it. I was just wondering.
Well, that thing was lying to him, Mike. About 300 watts, and that thing would peak up, saying it was putting out a kilowatt. I had to readjust the darn thing. I had to recalibrate it because it was lying to him, telling he was putting a kilowatt out when he was only putting about 300.
Weird. I wonder how that got off. Well, that must have been something that, because Jim couldn't have made that mistake.
Well, it might have happened, like, in shipping. That's the only thing I could think of. That's probably what the problem was. He got banged around.
A UPS adjustment, huh?
What was that again?
It was the UPS adjustment.
Yes, that was the UPS adjustment. They intervened.
Yeah, okay. Very good. Well, good night tonight. We worked some people we haven't worked before. And it was good to hear. Sorry, we didn't have Daniel in there. That would have been easy. Daniel's always in there. Well, I worked him on Tuesday night on 1296.
Yeah, it's always a good night when I can talk to Tom.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, Tom's got a pipeline into here, for crying out loud. He's 30 over most of the time, 20 or 30 over. So you ought to be able to hear him.
Well, but remember, Ken, I'm on loops, so it kind of goes up and down. I was losing him at times tonight, and then other times he'd be up at S3, S4. So it's just good conditions. But I can't always hear him on this band.
Oh, I know, but tonight was a good night. Yeah, I know what you got over there. You're crying out loud. Yeah, I know what you got. But still, when he's this loud over here, you definitely should be able to hear him. Yeah, some nights he's not quite that loud, but he's always at least an S9 over here. But when he's 20 over, you should have no problem with him at your place.
Yeah, I think he forgets exactly what direction to point.
Well, that could be too, but Mother Nature, like Mike says, Mother Nature puts her finger in and stirs it up a bit and throws some cinnamon in there.
By the way, let me just throw this out again so you guys can help me remember. Frank should be here tomorrow, and if we get a chance, I'll have him put the sweeper on the little tiny. I've got a little 6-element. I think it's 5 or 6 element. It's a starter series. It's not our best antenna, but it's good enough to get him horizontal and get a small antenna up there that wife won't even know he's got an antenna up there. It's a 6-element 430, 440 antenna. And I'll have Frank check it out, make sure it's okay, and then Frank can haul it up there and get it in the hands of somebody that can go over to Tony's place and maybe help him get it up in the air with a piece of coax. He needs about 50 feet of coax. I probably got some scraps around here I can send up there with it and get him going. I'm also going to look for something for him on 2 meters that's innocuous. What we need is a little 3 or 4 element, the same as like that. And in fact, a 432 antenna could be put on the front of the 2-meter antenna, and it wouldn't make any difference. And then it would be both antennas on the same boom, but one in front of the other.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
You got to teach him the trick. You tell the wife the antennas have been there the whole time.
Yeah. When I was born, they were there.
Yeah, when she asks, you just go, oh, no, those have been there.
Yeah, they grew from little seeds.
Yeah, we planted antenna seeds, and it just grew. I don't know. I feel sorry for Tony in that respect. He's got enough concerns. He needs to be on the air with as much as he can get on, because with his limitations physical and all, he can't do much else. So it's just not nice to limit him to such a modest or no antenna visible thing type situation. That's crazy. I'd give him a taller mast, but I don't want to confuse it. We'll edge up on this thing.
Well, he checks
one
in all
piece
the time on the 2-meter net and the 10-meter net and all that kind of stuff. So he's pretty active, but it would be really nice to get something horizontal for him so he could get on here and maybe reach out a little bit and be surprised at what he can do.
Yeah, well, Tom was hearing him over there, and then a couple of peaks, Tom had actual readability on him, even though he was vertically polarized. So they got a path.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that sounds good.
Anyway, I'll work on that, but don't let me forget it. I have a tendency to wake up tomorrow morning and I'll remember which foot to put my shoe on.
Oh, you haven't painted them red and green yet, huh?
Oh, is that how you do it?
Hey, Mike, you wanted us to remind you had to call somebody on 1296 tonight after the net?
Yes, why don't you remind me? Let me point up toward Darren, and I had told him I would call him here first, so let me turn up that way. Here we go. Thank you, Rob.
And we got to write all this stuff down so that we don't forget to remind Mike about all this stuff.
Reminding about what?
Yeah, I already forgot.
Well, Mike reminded me to remind him when he said that he wanted to get Frank to bring something down. He had to remind Frank.
That's hell to get old, isn't it? All right. KJ6KFB. I think I'm pointed more or less for you, Darren. KJ6KFB. K6MYC. Over.
Hey, Mike, you got to get on 1296, though, don't you?
Yeah, but I told him I would call him here first.
Yeah, you got to coordinate this thing.
Yeah, he's really weak on 1296. I mean, I have to pray that I hear him. But he said he's reoriented the antenna, and that could be better or worse, depending on the band and where the peak is. KJ6KFB, Darren. I may go out and call him anyway. He's going to hear my 600 watts, but I may not hear him. I could go out and call him for a few minutes.
Well, that might be a waste of time because you guys had a sked right here. So if that's the case, he may have just given up.
Let's make sure I'm pointed right for him. 327. That should be close enough for Darren.
Well, I'm right down his throat, and he was 20 over 9, so he can hear me. KJ6KFB, wake up, WA60IB in the gang.
Okay, why don't you and Rob prattle for a second? I got to go out and water the grass, and we'll give him one more call, and if not, if we don't hear him, we'll give it up for the night. But I got to go. I had coconut water for dinner, and boy, That's like a diuretic, I think.
Well, it is. You got to watch out for that coconut juice, that coconut drink, the coconut water. that'll slip right through.
All right, guys, I'm going to take this experiment apart and head on in. K6MTS 73.
What experiment?
My portable experiment I'm setting up on the property here.
Oh, okay. Is that where you got the 432 antenna now?
Yeah, I came up here, and I guess you weren't here there. I got a 14-element Yagi on 440 on a 10-foot pole sticking off the front of the truck with the Armstrong rotator and about 30-something watts. And I heard I made contact with Tom, KW6S. I had him about S2, and then I also had Ken and Oakley about S7. So those are two pretty cool contacts.
Yeah, for sure. Well, great. That's good to hear that. Well, maybe we'll hear you on here a little more often then. Yeah, good deal.
Hey, Mark.
Hey.
Don't move the truck. Just leave it there.
The horses would have it. Well, one horse in particular would have it destroyed by morning. So I'm going to take it off and bring it on down. But no, it's pretty cool. I'll mess around with some other stuff. Maybe on I'll do the 2-meter thing up here too. But yeah, it was pretty fun. But anyhow, it's a proof of concept that this is a decent location. And then, my goodness, if I get another 60, 70 feet up in the air, who knows?
Yep, dig a hole.
Who makes those Armstrong rotors? I hear they're pretty reliable.
My mother.
Oh. Okay.
Ken, you doubled.
I know. Good answer, Mark.
All right, guys. I'm going to break this thing down. 7-3 all.
Yeah, good evening, Mark. Pleasure to have you in here, and you could do it easily. You could probably find a place well, you could drive it up there. Maybe just lay the antenna up on the roof of the barn or something there, out of the range of the horses, and go back and hook up next week. Got a good, strong signal over here for sure. All right. Last call for Darren, KJ6KFB, Sacramento, K6MYC, Bozo Net, calling and listening.
How about K6VBG 971?
Oh, darn it all, you made it. Well, here we are with 30 now. We got 30 check-ins. Good for you, Dave.
30 matched last week, Mike.
What was that?
Had to take Dad out to dinner for his birthday.
I was saying, Mike, that 30 matched our count for last week.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we got 30 last week also, and we could have had a couple more. I'm surprised Daniel wasn't there. He's been like clockwork on 432. So that was one, and then there was probably one or more that we missed in the Bay Area as well.
Hey, Dave.
Yes?
Whose birthday was it?
Oh, it was my dad's 85th birthday.
Oh,
so we took him to the elbow room.
I'm glad you were able to get him out, and you had it. Where'd you go eat?
Elbow room.
Well, that sounds like a fun time. Good for you.
Oh yeah, lots of fun. Yeah, I don't know how many more we're gonna have with him, but yep, he's still kicking.
Hey, Dave, did you treat him to dinner?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
All right. Good little son.
Yeah, I hope you only used one candle on the cake, though. It's hard for those 85-year-olds to blow out 87, 86, 85 candles, over.
Roger. Yeah, and set up the sprinklers inside the restaurant there.
There you go.
Yeah, how long would it take you to light that many candles? Good Lord.
Oh, I'd use the torch if I had to do that.
Yeah, but then they'd melt.
Yeah, and then you roll that roll your welding outfit into the restaurant there. They might get a little upset.
Oh, I'd get the type that you can't blow out anyways. So I was going to put that many candles on it.
I think the welding mask is just going to be the coup de grace because, they're tired of masks.
Yeah, hey, there you go. Get one of those candles that you can't blow out, and you just keep blowing 87 times and hope it goes out.
No. You put 85 of them on the cake.
How about that?
All right, I'm clear, guys. I guess we aren't going to have Darren in here, and I see Matt just got home from a long day's trip to Stanford and back, so I'm going to go and chat with him a little bit. 7-3 all, K6MYC. Have a good weekend.
Have a good evening, Mike.
Take care, Mike. WA60IB, Delta Mike 06. Good night, all.
Good night, everybody. K6US.
Good night, Ken. Good night, Adam. Aaron.
Yeah, it's close.
Hey, at least I didn't call you USY, okay?
I appreciate it, Dave.
Good night, all. KM6SR, going QRT.
Hey, good evening, Rob.
Yeah, that amp sounds good, Rob.
Yeah, it was a real fiasco to get it this far, so it's not going anywhere.
Yeah, don't move it. That's okay. Ken does good work. He saved my butt on that 222 transverter that I blew up. So, oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do when we don't have somebody local to fix all of our mistakes.
Am I going somewhere? Do you know something I don't?
No, just the ever-evolving march of time.
Yeah, that's why I stay a kid. There's no future in growing up.
Roger.
Isn't that a fact?
Oh man, I'm staring down the barrel of 40. I'll be 40 next year.
You're a youngster.
Yes, and I plan on keeping it that way.
I was married and had a kid by the time you were born.
Yeah, most likely.
I haven't even got my daughters older than you are.
They're 49, so yeah. Well, have a good one, all. WA60IB, Delta Mike 06, out of here.
All right, Ken. Have a good evening.
Yeah, good night, Ken. Good night, Dave. We'll say good night to all the lovely people that are still listening on YouTube. K6US.